friends, welcome once again to the online teaching maths class. Children, today I'll be teaching applications of percentage of standard 8. From the last class that I had taught you a question regarding the increase in the quantity by A% and the decrease in the quantity by A%. Since some of you have the doubt, let me do the remedial teaching today for the same question that I had explained to you in the previous class. Now, before going into the solution of this question, I would like to once again revise the formula that we have implemented in this question. If a quantity increases by A%, if a quantity increases by A%, then the new quantity will be equal to 1 plus A%, that we are expressing it as A by 100 into the original quantity. Let me repeat it once again. If a quantity increases by A%, then the new quantity will be equal to 1 plus A by 100 into original quantity. The same way, if a quantity is decreasing by A%, then we would have the new quantity is equal to 1 minus A by 100 into original quantity. The difference between both of these are, here if it is increase, we have here plus sign. Here if it is decrease, we have here minus sign. Therefore, putting this method into the solution of this question, we can find out the answer for this question. In the previous class, I had taught you one method of solving. Again, in order to make you understand better, let us do it in this way. So here, what are the factors that we need? We need the original quantity and we need the percent. The question reads, the price of a shirt was rupees 250. So coming to the solution of the question, the original price or the original quantity is how much? Is equal to rupees 250. In January 2017, the price was increased by 10%. So what do we have as the A% here? We have it as 10%. So the question is, like when the price was 250 and it was increased by 10% in January 2017, then what would it be? The new quantity or the new price, because here the price has been given, so we are, instead of mentioning the quantity, we are writing here price. So the new price would be, let us put in this 1 plus A% means A by 100. Here we are having 10%, means 10 by 100 into original quantity, which is your original price. So what is my original price here? 250. Now let us bring it to a common denominator. 100 plus 10 upon 100 into 250. So here we have 110 upon 100 into 250. Now let's do the cancelling. So what would we get? 0 here, 0, 0 and 0 here. So we have 11 into 25. So 11 into 25 is equal to, when we multiply 11 with 25, what do we get? 155. 155, here 2, here 2. So we are getting how much, students? We are getting here rupees 275. So rupees 275 is the new price when the original price is increased by 10%. Since the question has a second half, during June 2017, it was reduced by 10%. What is the new price of the shirt? So the second part of the question, which says here the original price would be what? Would be rupees 275 and the new price is equal to, here because we are having reduction by 10%, means decreases by 10%, is equal to 1 minus 10 by 100 into 275. 5. So this gives us how much? 100 minus 10 upon 100 into 275. So this gives us 90 by 100 into 275. So here when we are doing the cancelling 0 and 0, here we are getting 275 into 9 upon 10. So when we are multiplying this, let us do it this side. 275 into 9. 9 5s are 45, 4. 7 9s are 63. 63 plus 4 will give us 67. 2 9s are 18. 18 plus 4. And 2 9s are 18. 18 plus 6 we have here 24. So therefore here we get 2475 upon 10. Here we are getting rupees 247 and 50 paisa. Therefore, the new price of the shirt is rupees 247 and 50 paisa. So this is the way when we are having an increase and the reduction by any person, we are following this method in order to find the new quantity of the given article or the given quantity. Now let's go on to the unit that I need to teach today, that is application of percentage on profit and loss. Today we'll be studying applications of percentage on profit and loss. So before going into this topic, we need to know about the buying price, the selling price and the cost price. Suppose a person wants to sell an article which is your TV, for example, and he is buying the TV for a certain amount of rupees. Let us take rupees 15,000. So the buying price would be rupees how much? 15,000. And for the repairing and the transportation, he needs to spend about 2,000 on the transportation and repairing, etc. So the transportation and the repairing charges, which is your rupees 2,000 for example, they are called as the overhead charges. Let me repeat once again. Before going into the applications of percentage on profit and loss, we need to know certain things like the buying price, the selling price and the cost price. So when a person is buying a television, his buying price is rupees 15,000 for example, and then he is spending rupees 2,000 on the cost price, on the buying price of the TV, which is your transportation and the repairing charges, and we call that as your overhead charges. So your total CP would be your buying price and the overhead charges. I hope you understood. Therefore, the total cost price is the sum of the buying price, the price at which he has bought, and the spending charges or the overhead charges that he has spent on the article. So when we have 15,000 plus your 2,000, we get here 17,000. So the total cost price would be what? Rupees 17,000. So no person would like to sell an article at a rate lesser than the cost price. So suppose he is selling the article at about rupees 20,000. So selling price is the price at which the article is sold to the customer or to a second person. So the selling price is rupees 20,000. So what do we know from this? We know that the buying price is the rate at which the article is bought. The overhead charges are the charges that he is spending, or the transportation and the repairing charges that he has spent, as the overhead charges. And the total cost price is what? The buying price and the overhead charges. It gives us the total cost price. So when he is selling this article to a customer, he is selling it at a rate higher than his cost price. Mostly and often it happens so. So the selling price is how much? Rupees 20,000. So from all of this, so within this transaction, we'd be able to know whether the transaction means the give and take in a business. So here the transaction which has been taken place, we'd be able to know whether there is a profit or whether there is a loss. So here profit would be when the selling price is greater than the cost price, then we would have a profit. And when the cost price is greater than the selling price, then we would be having a loss. So depending on the profit and the loss, we are going to find out the profit percent and the loss percent. So now we are going to look at this example or look at this formula how to calculate the profit percent. I hope you understood till here. Now for calculating the profit percent, we get actual profit by CP into 100. So actual profit by the cost price into 100. And the loss percent is equal to actual loss upon CP into 100. So profit percent is actual profit upon CP into 100. Loss percent is actual loss upon CP into 100. In both the cases, children, we must remember that both of them are calculated over your cost price. So now let me do an example for you to help you to implement this and to know how to calculate the profit percentage when the cost price is given and when the profit or loss is given. The question reads, a man bought an article for rupees 40 and sold it for rupees 50. Find the profit percentage. Here, the cost price is equal to rupees 40 and the selling price is equal to rupees 50. Therefore, your profit is SP minus CP, which is your rupees 50 minus 40. This is rupees 10. So your profit is how much? Rupees 10. The question here is find the profit percent. Therefore, the profit percent is equal to actual profit upon CP into 100. So our actual profit is how much? Rupees 10 upon CP is your 40 into 100. So while doing the cancelling, we get 0, 0 we are cancelling and 4 with 25. Therefore, the answer is how much? 25%. So students, since we have been asked the profit percentage, which we must not forget to denote the percentage symbol here. Therefore, the profit percent is your 25%. The second question says, Ram bought an old bicycle at rupees 1050 rupees and spent rupees 150 on repairing it. Therefore, the cost price of the bicycle is rupees 1050. He spent rupees 150. It means the overhead charges is equal to rupees 150. Therefore, the total CP is equal to rupees 1050 plus 150. So let us do it here. 1050 plus 150, here 0, 0, 2 and 1 is equal to rupees 1200. So the cost price, total cost price is equal to rupees 1200. Then it says he sold it for rupees 1325. rupees. So here the selling price is equal to rupees 1320. What was his profit? So we all know how to calculate the profit. Profit is equal to rupees, like we can directly write your rupees 1320 minus rupees 10. Here total CP is how much? 1200. So here 1320 minus 1200, 0, 2 and 1. So here the difference of this, like SP minus total CP is equal to how much? Rupees 120. So the first bit of the question, profit is equal to rupees 120. Now profit percent. So profit percent is equal to, like we had already done it in the previous question, in the same way, actual profit upon CP into 100. So let me do it here. So here profit percent is equal to actual profit. How much have we got? We have got rupees 120 upon your cost price. Your total cost price is how much? 1200 into 100. Now when we do the cancelling, what do we get here? 0, 0 and 120, 120 we can cancel it. So therefore the profit percent is equal to how much? 10%. So this is how, children, when we are applying the percentage concept, we are able to find out the profit percent and the loss percent when the profit is given, the loss is given, or we can find it out when the cost price and the selling price is also given. So in the next class, I'll be teaching you, like, if the profit percent and the loss percent is given, how to calculate the cost price and the selling price. Thank you, children, and stay safe.